You're one. You're number one. You're always number one in my book. Welcome into your must-see fun fishing TV live stream. Today we're in the same dang spot we was in the other day, and we're going to try to catch fish. So stay tuned for a fish next to you, or maybe it's a fish near you. There might be a fish on the line. Just hang out and see what the hell happens. I wonder what I should use for bait. Worms? No. Chocolate chip cookies? Definitely not. How about skipjack? I'll use some skipjack. Stephen Merchant, welcome in. I was just trying to decide what I needed to use for bait today. I'm going to start off with some skipjack. I did bring my little light action rod. I'm going to catch a bluegill, and we're going to try some bluegill. And we're only going to do this for like 2 hours because, man, I've just had my butt whooped at work. And I just wanted to get a live out. I'm so close to my 3,000 hours. And I really thought it would have hit today. But it updated as of the 30th, and the rest of the hours that I needed is on the 1st and further on. I have newt. No, I have not yet, but I'm going to try that probably next trip or two. Rio, welcome in. Yeah, I've got a screen over the microphone, and it's quite windy out here, which is kind of nice, but it's going to suck for you guys. But I might be able to fix it. Let me get these rods baited up, and I'll see if I can make it a little bit better. We're not going to catch no fish if the hooks are out of the water, but odds are we're not going to catch fish with the hooks in the water. But what the heck? So y'all know, once in a while I complain about stuff. Yeah, I know. Only once in a while, right? I complain about people leaving trash all the dang time. Now, I was just here last night and there wasn't trash all over. This ain't like all over, but I come to the spot where I fish and look what I found. 2 stinking soda cups with a catfish lid. That had to have been nasty to drink out of. But I'm like, why can't you pick this crap up? You left it on the bench. You drug it down here. You couldn't take it to one of the 25 trash cans in the park? Lazy people. 2 soda cups. All right, so I've been doing better with smaller pieces of the skip jack, so I'm gonna cut these gut pockets out, and we'll see if we can't get on one. Now I've kind of have noticed though that I've been getting bites like between 4 and 6, so that's kind of why I wanted to try the 4 o'clock time to see if I can keep repeating that pattern. Haven't really had much luck after dark. What the heck is that? Well, ain't that just fancy dancy? It ain't pretty. It ain't new. But you know what? It's a free rusty lure. I'll throw it in trash. And wouldn't you know it, I forgot my bait towel in the truck. Not in the moss there. I shouldn't be in the moss there. So we should be good. I'm going to turn this dude on, make sure it's charging my phone so we don't have issues like we did the other day on the river. But it was so stinking hot on the river, I think the heat was just draining my phones, to be honest. All right, back to chat. Cal Smith, welcome in. Rick. Don't know who else in here. Mid-South still here. That's good. All right, so guys, we're catfishing. 25 wonderful people in here. Awesome. That's great to see. We're just getting started. So let's see what happens. I just got my lines in. Hopefully it won't take long and they'll bend over. This is just a small local lake in my town I live in. But I was going to go to the river and fish, but I'm like, man, it's too hot. I got a shade tree right here. I can see the chat. I can stay cool. And the fish are in the water, so you know they're going to stay kind of cool too. I was catching them out here in some pretty hot stuff the other day. If they don't bite, they don't bite. It's fishing. We don't ever know. If we knew, they'd call it catching. Oh, Mid-South, you're so full of crap. But thanks. If I didn't need to use all my ice, I'd just take my ice and dump it all over my head, and you'd be right, because nobody else would be that cool. All right, so we got 11 thumbs up already. That's great. I mean, we've only been going for 10 minutes. That's the way you pick up the trash. Yeah, that's it. I'm going for channel catfish. That's the only catfish that's in this lake. But how it's been going, I'm going to catch turtles. but I don't want turtles. Is that wind noise really bad, guys? Yeah, the world record channel catfish. It's gonna be about this big. Nope, not going for bass right now. All right, let me go up and get my girlfriend's hair tie, and I'll use it to try to do something with this. I usually have it on my wrist, and I don't guess I put it on. You know, just one of those sentimental kind of things. All right, let me go get that hair tie. I'll be right back. Yes, mid-south, it's a little mushy, okay? Just before you go there, I just thought I would tell you. I'm going to let you get away with it first. All right, let's see if we can't take care of some of that wind noise issue. I'll tell Debbie that I'm using her hair tie to cover up the wind. Thank you, Mid-South. Appreciate you taking care of that. That should pretty much take care of any wind noise. Heck, it might even muffle me up. Might make the live better. Yeah, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I guess I need to turn this camera maybe just a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're catfishing. I'm going to get this other, trying to catch some catfish. I'm going to get a worm on this other one and see if I can't catch me a bluegill. I'll get him iced down and use him for some cut bait. Just to see if they'll bite on something different than skipjack, because skipjack's what I have been using here. I knew there was something else I was going to get when I was at the truck that I forgot. My big towel. Oh, it's all right. I got grass. Dogs probably peed on everything else, but I'm still going to use it. Mike, welcome in. Appreciate it. You didn't take your rods. What's wrong with you? You always got to have at least 1 or 2 rods with you. Now, y'all can probably see stuff shaking. That's the wind blowing the camera and the rods around. And I do have circle hooks on, so if something grabs it, odds are them rods are going to bend and they'll hook themselves. See when you catch a bluegill. Missed it that quick. So no bluegill. I'm getting bites. I got so much stinking window I can't keep any kind of tension in my line. These worms are kind of swimming in water. They ain't gonna be alive much longer. Dang it. There must be some little bitty guys. Must be some little bitty dinks, man. Cause that's a pretty small hook as it is, and I can't hook them. Really wish I'd have grabbed my bait towel. between these two rocks. See if we can't find something out there. There he is. We got bait, guys. We're going to put this guy in the cooler and cool him off. And we're going to use him. Yep, little bitty bluegill. Nothing exciting. But he'll make good for a good little piece of cut bait. I might try to get one more, just have it. I told you, little bitty guys. There's another. Woohoo! Another whopping monster bluegill. At least we got some fish action. All right, that's good for bait. Yeah, it's much better than turtles and crawdads. I've got really good at catching turtles lately. Them ain't no fun. Oh yeah. Hey, if I had some crickets, I could tear them up with some crickets. Of course, it'd probably take the crickets off before I catch them, but I'll try. I can do live bait here, and I might try it later. But I do have a couple worms left, so if I do decide to, I can. Mary Bruce, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you guys. Hey man, we got 38 awesome people in the house. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. That was kind of fun catching that. Hunting and stuff, welcome in. I'm gonna catch me another one real quick. I say that, nothing bites. All right. Enough of that. Kind of hard to do with this wind blowing. But we did catch two. Now we got some bait, some different bait. As soon as something takes these, or I bring them in a couple times and we don't have nothing, we're going to use some cut bait, some bluegill cut bait. And I think Missouri's got some silly law on, and don't quote me because I might be wrong, that in order to use a bluegill for live bait, it has to be under so many inches. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I think I've heard that, but it's just what I think I've heard. They're biting on the white one. That's a great one to pick. It's the white one. I like the one in the middle. It's normally the one that I'll pick. Because usually the one in the middle is what gets hit. Good guess, Jose. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. 39 awesome people in here. 22 thumbs up. Thank you guys. We're on the march for 4,000 watch hours. So the more viewers and shares and everything we can get out here, man, that's going to help out so much. I appreciate y'all. It'd be even better if we can catch this fish. I know that was not a cold alcoholic drink. It was an energy drink. 0 calories. Don't drink very many of them, but it's something different once in a while. So we got skipjack now for y'all just coming in on the rods. We're going to use some cut bait, some cut bluegill here shortly. Yeah, the wind's blowing pretty good. It's actually moving my camera and moving my rods. So that's probably what you're seeing. Trust it. If a catfish grabs a hold of that thing, you're going to see a move. I have caught several catfish in this spot. So I do know they come through here. Raheem, welcome in. Sorry, I had to send a message. Got to help somebody clean out a freezer when I get done here. So, not that I was ignoring you. But Troy, welcome in. Wasn't ignoring anybody, so I do apologize. Trying to do other stuff here in the background. How long have you been out here? I have been out for 35 minutes right now, and I've caught a couple bluegill, but I'm fishing for catfish. I caught the bluegill catfish with when I used some of my skipjack on my lines. Trout Whisperer, welcome in. Good to see you again. Thank you for popping in. Got a pretty good turnout. We got 31 awesome people in here right now, which is great. Haven't caught any fish, but haven't been out here that long, about 35 minutes. This wind is cranking, so I'm sorry. It's like I got this phone wrapped up with curling iron, a hair curler, my girlfriend's hair tie, and I've got something else wrapped around it to try to keep this noise down. But I tell you what, I'll take a hot or a breeze in July over just the heat. That might have been a bite on the right rod. Might have been. It could have been the wind. Could have just been my imagination too. Yes, Trout Whisper, you are here like every stream. I appreciate it. Well, I'm hoping so. I mean, I'll be happy to take a 10-inch catfish right now because we were bust yesterday. But even though we were bust, we were out here trying, and I had come over and actually set. Here, I'll turn you guys around. I actually came over here and I set the camera up here in this field, and the big 4th of July fireworks display was up over that building right there. So I streamed the fireworks display live. Somebody suggested, I don't remember who it was, but it was a good idea. So I'm like, well, why not do it? Because I really wasn't planning on being out here that late for one, but Jamie, welcome in. So for those people who don't see fireworks displays like that in other countries or whatever, cities, because they're not allowed, that was just something for them. Fireworks displays, they're cool. I don't go out of my way to see them. Guys, welcome in. So we're on the hunt for the awesome catfish. We're looking for at least a 10-inch channel cat. We're not going to keep anything. We throw most of our fish back. My 4th of July was good. I was actually here on this lake fishing. I didn't catch anything. But I was the only guy. Well, there was two other guys out here fishing. But that was it. I wish I had the magic call, the fishy call, to maybe make that fish bite, but it ain't happened yet. But my bites I've been getting here have been between 4 and 6 p.m. Central Time. So we're going to kind of try for that time frame and see what we can do. Hopefully we'll get on to 1 or 2. Oh no, we don't. This lake isn't anywhere near any place that would remotely be able to carry snakeheads. They are found in the southern part of Missouri, kind of southeast part of Missouri, and they're in danger of getting into one of our major lakes because they found them below the spillways of that lake in a few other spots. So they are traveling north. But like this place, no, I don't know that there's any way that they could ever get in this lake. I hate to see the snakeheads coming anywhere in our area, even because they will just devastate the population of anything around them. And I'm actually going to try to get with, when I find time, with the guy that's over the Southeast Missouri Conservation Department. His name's Salvador, and see if I can't do an interview with him over the snakehead population and kind of like what they do to the environment. So I think that'd be a really good interview, so that way it lets people in our area know what to expect if they do get into our waterways. Sawyer, unfortunately, there are no crappie in this lake. I fished this lake for crappie for like 3 weeks straight. I'm like, man, I can't ever catch a crappie. Well, I got on their conservation website, and it says that there is no crappie in this lake. It's just bluegill and perch and channel catfish, carp, which are the grass carp, and bass. That's the only fish that's in here. Wonder if they would. No. From what I understand, you really can't kill these things. I mean, they can live out of water, for hours and hours and hours. They can crawl across the ground. So, I mean, these things are tough. You get snakeheads in your waterways, you might as well forget they're like worse than what the Asian carp are. They're bad news. And the bad thing is they look a lot like a bowfin. They've kind of got like the same body, but their head's different. Out of this place that I'm fishing at right now, my biggest catfish is about 5 pounds. I caught it the other day. Now, I don't fish just like a ton. I have like over the past couple weeks. I'm sorry, guys. One of my kids got me sick, and I'm still trying to get over it. Like I said, I haven't fished it much, but over the past couple weeks, so I would say the average fish I've caught out of here has probably been 1.5 pounds to 5 pounds. Somewhere in between are probably about 16 to 20 inches. That 5 pounder is probably about 22 inches. And if you did want to keep something out of this lake, it has to be at least 16 inches long if it's a channel cat. Well, sure. From what I understand, they're supposed to be really good. I'm assuming you're talking about the snakehead. But I heard they're supposed to be good to eat. I don't know. I've never tried it. I've never seen one in person. Joosh. Welcome in. So, I mean, if any of you guys are curious about snakeheads and what they can do in the environment, I'm sure there's a ton of YouTube videos on it. And I'm sure your conservation department probably has some information on them. You know, check it out. It's definitely not something you want in your waterways, and if you catch one, you definitely don't want to take it to another body of water because it will destroy that body of water. See, there's a lake that's south of us that I was just telling you about. The name of the lake's Wapapello Lake. So below the spillway, they're finding snakeheads here and there. So if those snakeheads get up into the lake itself, they will follow the St. Francis River all the way through, and then they'll get into every single river that goes into that river and creek and kill every dang thing. I mean, not everything, but I mean they'll destroy the whole ecosystem on it. Because like the St. Francis River is actually part of the Wapapello Lake area, and it starts in a town called Fredericktown, which is probably, well, it's 20 minutes from here, so I'd assume probably about 20 miles, 15, 20 miles. They can come up to there, but they would have to get up into that dam to get into that lake at Fredericktown, and then they would destroy that whole stinking thing too. They're bad news. Google it up, YouTube it. You might find it interesting. I mean, they're neat looking. I think they're kind of cool looking, but definitely not something we want in our waters. I wonder if my chat stopped or if nobody's chatting. Figured out how to fix that. PB Bass, welcome in. How you doing? Nathan, no bites. I caught 2 little bluegill just to catch for bait. But I'm gonna see if something don't bite on the skipjack first, and we're gonna use some bluegill. Welcome in, Blake. How you doing? Good to see you again today. Man, whatever bug that kid brought home from school, he's my stepson. Man, that's nasty. It's had me torn up for a week and a half. Have you ever tried chicken skins? Peanut butter? No. Never heard of that. That might be worth it. Okay, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty awesome show they put on. I'm glad you got to see it in person. Oh, you was on my stream watching it. Okay. Because I know there was a couple of people that was actually here that was watching it on, and commenting, but they were actually here. And I watched it on the TV, and it didn't look too bad. The stream came out better than what I thought it would because I wasn't sure how fast the camera would refresh, like on the different booms and colors. But it didn't come out too bad. PB, no, you can't be a mod. I'm sorry, but what happened yesterday, I can't let you do that. It's nothing against you. If you don't stop spamming, though, you're going to get put in timeout again. I don't really want to block you. I like you. I don't see why you're continuing. I put people in timeout for no reason. And it was viewers that follow my channel and that have been following my channel. And that hurts me. And then that makes somebody mad at me thinking that there's a reason they got booted. Oops. Must be catfishing. Yeah. We're catfishing. We're not cat catching. Hello, Alex. How you doing? Colton? So, guys, we're catfishing. We're not cat catching, but we're giving it a heck of a try. It beats sitting at home. And it's really a nice day. It's hot out there in the sun, but I'm in the shade. There's a breeze. We're good to go. Whether we catch a fish or not, we're trying. Thank you, Stephen Merchant. I warned him. I'm using skipjack for now. I've got some bluegill that I caught. I'm gonna cut them up. I've got them in the cooler right now on ice. And I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna give these about another 5 minutes. We're not doing any good, so we're gonna try some bluegill in one. You got a crust line in your garage. You need to get that dude out if you can afford to put the gas in it. Man, I'd hate to pay for the gas in one of them things, but that'd be a lot of fun. 31 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Don't mind hitting that button. I'd appreciate it. Double tap that screen. It'll hit the thumbs up. Don't cost you nothing. It's free. You're welcome in. Man, just doing some catfishing. It's a nice day. Y'all can probably see the traffic out there on the highway. I live in a rural area, so it's not like the big city traffic. So it's kind of nice. And it's quiet. That's what I like about it. Even though I'm in an industrial park, there's not a whole lot of noise from the businesses, and you really can't hear the noise from the traffic. You can just see the cars. So the plan is to go for about another hour and 10 minutes. Now we start tearing some fish up, that might change. But I've been hitting live streams pretty hard. I've done 15 live streams in the past 2 weeks. That's been tough on me. Plus I've been working a lot of doubles. So man, I just really kind of need a night of rest. But I may be back at it in the morning. And Sunday night for all you guys, I mean, I see we got 42 wonderful people in here. We're going to start a show. It's called Sunday Night Bites. And it's either going to broadcast, well, we're going to kind of alternate channels depending on when I have to work. It'll be on my channel or it will be on Bank Fishing Adventures. So make sure you guys check that out. We'll be doing some catfishing. I'm going to try to find a few other catfishing spots that are semi-close that is, you know, that I have signal at. So we're not doing the same thing all the time. I really kind of want to fish the other side, but there's no cover over there, so it's going to be so hard to sit in that sun. It's almost something I would have to do like right before dark and fish in the dark. Hey, thanks, Asher. I appreciate it. You know, I like to try to interact with you guys because, you know, YouTube, I don't know what anybody knows about the algorithm, but, you know, the algorithm's some magical number that sits there and pushes your content this way, or says these people might like your content. And these people, you know, to me, you, the viewers, are the algorithm, because without you being out here watching me, I don't have a show. I don't have anything. I have 2 fishing poles and might as well just put the camera away. But with you guys being here, you're my algorithm. You're my reason for being here. Hi, I don't even want to try to say it because I'm going to butcher it. But hi, welcome in. All right, I'm going to cut one of these bluegill real quick. And we're going to try a different rod. We'll pull a piece of the skipjack off and put a bluegill on it. So bluegill to this lake is natural bait. The skipjack I'm using isn't natural. There's no skipjack in this lake. So maybe we'll have better luck with a natural bait that is in this lake, which would be the bluegill. But the skipjack's more of an oily type fish. I got a little bigger hook on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the bluegill head on this. And you may wonder why I'm not throwing like way out there to the middle. There's a ton of moss and grass out here in this lake. And at this time of year, it's impossible to even throw out there. If you do, you just come back with a whole bunch of moss. All right, we got bluegill on the right rod, skipjack on the left. Let's see if it makes a difference. Be really nice to see that right rod take off pretty good. David, I haven't caught anything yet. Now, PB, behave yourself, please. I really don't want to boot you out of here. I like you. I kind of went over and looked at your channel. So let's swap baits up. Let's see if that helps. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, PB, I don't want to keep going over this. I mean, I let you be a mod, and you put some of my people that follow me all the time in time out, and that wasn't cool for absolutely no reason. So that's why your mod status got taken away. And if you keep asking to be a mod, you're going to get booted again. You abused it. I gave it to you. I was nice enough. So I kind of decided at that point, you know, I have a good set of subs and I'm pretty much going to leave it the way it is. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, boy, I appreciate it. You know, I enjoy having younger fishermen and fisherwomen in here. I think it's a really good experience. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I watched like Roland Martin and Jimmy Houston, all them, you know, bass fishermen and things back when I was a kid. And I'm like, man, I want to be like them someday and be able to share my experience. You know, they had a big fancy camera crew and everything else. I have a camera. Yeah, I can't do anything. I've got it wrapped up. That wind's just blowing that hard. Kind of wrapped up a little tighter. Let's see if that helped. That wind's blowing at like 15 miles an hour. I've got skipjack on the left rod, and I've got cut bluegill on the right. That's a bluegill head. And I've got Santee rig. I got them both on Santee rigs. Rod, welcome in. How did you do? Did you catch a bunch? Yeah, I haven't ever tried bluegill in this lake, but I mean, bluegill live in this lake, so it would be a good bait, I would think. Now just something's got to come by and find it. Hockey, welcome back in. I've seen you in here a few times. Welcome in. Now I caught 2 little bluegill just because I was bluegill fishing for some bait. That's been it. Sorry if the wind noise is too bad, man. I've got my microphone wrapped up the best I can. That wind's just a whipping at about 15 miles an hour. Awesome. So I'm going to step away from the camera for a minute, guys. Keep an eye on them poles. Trying to get that skipjack put back in the bag so I can get it in ice, so if I don't use it, it'll stay frozen. I am off tomorrow, so I'll probably be out tomorrow morning. There's a spot I want to try, and it's a river. I know there's gar in the river, but I've never really heard anybody catching catfish, so I might go try that tomorrow. We had a bunch of storms come through last night, so I don't know if it flash flooded, or if it's up, or what the deal is with it. But I might try it. Xfinity, awesome. I hope you catch something nice. I'm really happy to see a lot of the same people coming back into these lives. That helps build a good community. You know, thank you all for the support. I just wish we could catch a heck of a lot of fish. But these fish should be coming off spawn. I would think they would be, but maybe they're not quite just yet. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. It's free. Don't cost you a darn thing. Just double tap that screen. That's all you got to do. My little worms is trying to escape out of their container. I forgot to put the lid back on it. So don't forget to check out the Sunday Night Bites. It'll be Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be myself and Bank Fishing Adventures. We're going to do a panel live stream. It will stream on YouTube, but we're going to be using the StreamYard platform. It won't be on the YouTube platform. But you still be able to watch it the same. It's just a better platform for doing two people fishing at one time. We may end up having somebody else pop in. You never know. You know, it's funny. I wear this hat. I wear this hat a lot. I do. A bucket hat. I got this from Fishaholic. I bought it. They gave me a discount code, so I bought a few things. But I'll walk around town with this sometimes on, and they're like, "Hey, aren't you that guy off YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah." So it's cool that people see it, but if they see me without this hat on, they have no idea who I am. Kind of funny the difference of a little hat makes when you're walking around. It'd be nice if Rod would join us. I mean, he don't have to be fishing, but it'd be fun to have him on the panel. Bears Cat Donuts. And welcome in there, Don. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you. Forty-six thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Is that really a real thing? I've never heard of it. Come on, fishes. I put money on the bluegill for the first bite. That skipjack ain't done nothing. Matter of fact, I'm going to reel it in and make sure we even have bait left. It's been an hour. We should have had something by now. This crap is what we fight against out here. This is just a little bit. I mean, it usually comes in a big clump. But no bait. No bait, no fish. Let me get some bait. I'm going to put some more bluegill on this one. We'll see how that goes. I put a nice healthy piece of cut bluegill on here. It's the gut chunk side of it. See if we can get something with it. anything besides a turtle. That wind's blowing so hard, it's hard to tell if you got a bite or not unless they just slam it. All right, we're up to 48 likes. That's awesome. I think 93 likes is the best we've had on the live stream. Let's see if we can get up there. All you gotta do is double tap that screen and it'll hit that thumbs up. Come on, fishy, fishy. See, this is kind of what I like about having a live stream. You know, we got hockey players on here, we got fishermen here, we got all kinds of people in here, and that's what makes it awesome. Salvador, how are you? I was actually just talking about Salvador. It's got to be the same Salvador Mondragon I know. We're fishing up here at Haggard Lake in Farmington today. The bite's been slow, but I've caught some nice catfish out of here over the past couple of weeks. I'd like to talk to you, Salvador, if we could, about the snakehead population that's starting to pop up down south if we ever get that opportunity. Thank you. All right, guys, we got about 45 minutes more. And fish are running out of time to bite. So let's hope we get one. Worms. The bluegill's just been pecking the crap out of my worms. I tried night crawlers, I tried hot dogs, and as soon as that thing hits the bottom, then bluegill are on it, and they just pull it right off. So I'm using shad and bluegill right now. I would say I've only had one catfish that I've caught that's been under 16 inches over the past 2 weeks. And they're starting to come off spawn because the last big one I caught was about 5 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds. And he had all kinds of wounds on top of his head from protecting the nest. I've used chicken livers for catfish. I don't really care to. But I just don't like to mess with chicken livers. I've done fairly well with beef liver because it's a little bit firmer and the hook doesn't come out of it so much. We got 33 wonderful people watching. Thank you guys. 52 thumbs up. You know, we try to fish our local waters. You know, we try to encourage people to come out and fish too. You know, Salvador's in here, and they put on a great winter trout program. They stock one of the lakes here in our town with trout, and that season opens up November 1st, and it runs through February 1st, I believe, and then that's all catch and release, and then after February 1st, you can catch and keep, but you must have a trout stamp or a trout tag if you're going to keep them. Yeah, I do really well with beef liver. But like I said, it stays on the hook better, so they just don't suck it off like they do chicken livers. Thank you, Rhea. Hopefully the fishies will listen to you. We got to catch something. This has been the time we've been catching between 4 and 6. We've only caught a couple at night, but most of them's been about that, you know, around that time of the day. So we're just seeing if they'll hold that pattern. And if anybody's curious of what kind of rod holders I got, they're takedown rod holders. I got them at the Catfish Conference in Louisville, Kentucky a couple years ago. I really like them. They're kind of hard to get in the ground when the ground's really hard because it's got 2 prongs. But man, they're good. They're sturdy. You just got a new bait caster. That's awesome, Asher. That sounds like you guys have been doing pretty good fishing. I haven't been doing really well. I've been catching a few, but I ain't tore them up. All right, we're up to 55 likes. That's awesome, guys. My PB catfish, I actually caught in Kentucky about a month ago with Anthony J all day. And it was an 18 to 20 pound blue cat. And my biggest flathead was 14 and a half pounds. And that was out of the Black River by Clearwater Lake in Missouri. It's kind of funny, when I caught that flathead, we were actually walleye fishing. It was very end of December. I got bluegill on there now. I've caught some fish on bluegill, but it was very end of December. We were walleye fishing using a Z-Man swim bait, bouncing across the bottom, and that flathead took a hold of that thing. Man, he just tore it up. I didn't know what in the world I had. And I got him in. There's video on him. If you want to look, I said it's something like Big Fish Bite in the wintertime or when it's cold, something like that's the title of it. But I turned around and caught another one after that. It was about 4 pounds. So I thought that was cool to catch flathead in December, because they don't usually bite too much in December. And Abu, those are nice reels. I still got some of my old school made in Sweden Abu Garcia reels. I don't have many of them left. I used to have several. They just seem to have disappeared over time. So Salvador, if you're in here, I appreciate you popping in on the stream. It's good to see you. He is one busy man. He's always doing stuff to improve the fisheries around our area. I didn't have any luck last night, no. Had a nice fireworks display at the end, though, so that made it worth it. We ain't had any luck today either. Caught those couple of bluegill just so I had something to fool with, but nothing exciting. So now we've got bluegill on both of our rods. We had a skipjack and a bluegill. That's an impressive bass. 13.57. That's nice. Oh, hey man, not much. Just getting a couple hours of live stream in. We've been pretty busy. We've had 30 to 40 people in live stream throughout the stream so far. It's been going for an hour and a half. We haven't had any luck, but it's been good conversation, great company. So hopefully a lot of you guys will stick around and continue to support the channel. Yeah, skipjack's that part of the Chad family. That's a herring, yes. My PB bass is like 4.5 pounds. But I don't really target bass. When I was a kid, that's all I fished for was bass. Now I mostly do crappie and some catfishing and some pan fishing and trout fishing during the wintertime. Yes, I'm one of those fools that will put 10 layers of clothes on and overalls and hats and 2 pairs of gloves and have pocket warmers in and go out and trout fish when it's 5 degrees. There's actually a video of me fishing in the ice because I went out there with a 2x4 and punched a hole in the ice just to trout fish. That's like a little 6-inch hole. I just dropped a jig down there. I did catch some trout though, so it was worth it. So just another reminder, Sunday Night Bites. Come check it out. It's going to be 6 o'clock Central Standard Time on the Fun Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. It's going to be myself and Bank Fishing Adventures, Stacy. We're going to do some catfishing. I heart bass. Check him out, guys. He's got some good stuff on there too. Sorry if that wind's too bad on you, as I can't really hear it. You guys can, but I can't. I've got all kinds of stuff wrapped around the microphone, but that don't mean it's on. Yeah, I got a bluegill under for bait, cut. I got a head piece on one and a body piece on the other. That's all cut, it's not live. In fact, I probably should reel it in and check it. There's a lot of turtles in this pond and they'll take that bait off there. You don't even know they were there. Still got bait on that one. All right, we're all still baited up, so we'll see what happens. Something's got to come by and be hungry and eat that. I haven't seen anything timed out or anything. I'm scrolling and looking. Yeah, I don't see anything where Asher's been put in time out or anything. Unless I read that wrong. it's all good. Nobody's nobody's been putting time out that I see. Small waters, I tell you what, it's not very good. Haven't done any good. Look at Joe. Gotta go, but watch the next live. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I haven't seen anything either. I scrolled back and I didn't see anything. So everybody should be good. I haven't seen any off the wall comments that anybody would be booted or put in timeout. So that's okay. It's all good. And if there is a problem or something, you can send me an email. My email address is on my on the YouTube page in the about section. It's at the very bottom. fishingfunagain@gmail.com. I went to put funfishingadventures@gmail.com and somebody had it, and I wasn't smart enough to do funfishingadventures1@gmail.com. But I can't fix it now. Hey, I remember you from yesterday, Lukers. Welcome in. So yeah, if y'all ever have a problem, feel free to reach out to me. I got an email address out there for a reason. I'll get back to you, I promise. Hopper, that's your option there if you want to give him your phone number. But remember, everybody that is in the live stream will have your phone number. I suggest you send each other emails. I'm just trying to look out for you. No, I haven't caught anything yet. We had something take our bait off, but it's so windy, it's hard to tell if we're really getting a bite or not. Yeah, guys, don't give out your phone numbers. Email each other. I'm sure you both probably have email addresses on your YouTube pages. I mean, we're looking out for your safety. I've got it so wrapped up that there's nothing I can do. I've got the hair curler on there. I've got Debbie's hair tie on there. And then I got a piece of cloth wrapped around it twice. It'd be really bad if I took all that stuff off. We only got about another 25 minutes anyway. Hopefully this wind will die down. I'm standing in front of the camera trying to block it too. Hey now, Rod. Hey, I'm gonna put you in timeout, dang it. Just kidding. All you have to do is go in there and untime yourself. All right, we got 60 thumbs up and 30 people still in the house. Awesome. Been live for an hour and 36 minutes. So I'm planning on going live again tomorrow morning. That's my plan. Don't mean it's going to happen. It's my plan. I'm going to try a different spot, I think, if I can get to it. I've never fished it for catfish. I don't even know if there's catfish in it, but I'm going to try it. I know there's gar. And if there's gar, there might be catfish. Heck, we might catch some gar. You don't ever know. I'm not sticking my hand in her mouth, though. Nope, not happening. could save it for Rod because he likes to clean gar. And if you want to learn how to clean gar, go check out Rod's video he just released on the gar cut, catch, cook, and clean. Or, well, you want to clean it, then cook it. But you guys know what I meant. How did I do on I had, shoot, I don't know. I'll have to look. It was like 40 hours or something, I think. I don't remember if I screenshotted it or what I did. I must have said, just took a picture and sent it to Stacy, I guess. Quit. Stupid phone ain't listening. I did. I was actually using skipjack originally and didn't have any luck, so I switched over to cut bluegill to see if that worked. Invigorating. I had 48 hours of watch time on that last night, Rob. Hockey, I would, if he's got an email address, like on his, if he's got like an account set up, like on a YouTube page, it should be in his about section that you'd be able to send him an email. I strongly suggest not giving your phone number out over the chat because anybody that is in chat would have your phone number. Luffy, welcome in. You're right. Maybe I should try it. Billy, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, there you go. Because if you've got an email on your YouTube channel, he can email you. You can give that out. That's fine. But just please don't give out your personal phone number. That way you guys can get together or text or whatever you're going to do. Not a problem, Billy. I mean, I've had you been coming in. I've seen you in chats all over the place. So I know you're trustworthy. So I'll let you be the mod. Shoot, I guess I've seen you in chats and stuff over the past 6 or 8 months. But thank you for stopping in. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Mid-South. Have your mom send a Facebook request. If y'all know, stuff like that. Can somebody share out Hockey's link for Asher? Thank you, Rod. There you go. All you gotta do is click on that link, and it should take you to his webpage, his YouTube page. Well, I hope you catch some big ones, because you know you've been watching us. We're not catching nothing right now. 351, welcome in. Hey, and if any of you, if any of you all happen to see Mr. Rogers on, tell him I'm sorry that he got timed out. He never should have been, and I apologize. It wasn't anything done intentionally. Ethan, welcome in. I'd assume you're fishing for bass. Yeah, I know. I was making fun of a sweater. Oh, you're using hot dog. Hey, I did a winter tournament, and one of the guys caught two bass on hot dogs, and he won the tournament using hot dogs. I mean, he wasn't intentionally trying to catch a bass, but he did. And one was like a 5-pound bass he caught on the hot dog. Jaden, I'm back trying to catch catfish. That's slow go, but the fish, over the past 2 weeks, the fish been biting between 4 and 6. I haven't had much luck after that, so I thought we would try it again and see if the pattern held true. Yeah, you and me both, man. I'd like to catch something. So I do have something to do. I've got to try to be there around 7 to 7:30 and take a friend of mine's freezer got unplugged at one point in time, and I cleaned it out, and I've got to just kind of go over and wipe it out again with some bleach and move it back in her garage, and I'll be done with that. But I've been trying to get over there for like the past 3 weeks, and time just hasn't worked out, and I can do it tonight. So I'm sure Rhea's probably still there. She's just hiding in the background. I think it'd take a lot to chase her off Mid-South. I don't even know if you could do it. All right, fishy fishies, we don't have much longer. We got about 20 minutes. You need to bite. We have 32 wonderful people in. 61 thumbs up. That's great. Duke, welcome in. Fish aren't biting, but we're still fishing. We got bluegill on today, just for a different bait. Started with skipjack. That did be good, so we went over to bluegill. Oh, I bet you did. You probably did start COVID. You can always start with something. That's just you, Mid-South. Wouldn't have it any other way, though. Yeah, I hate it when I catch somebody's line. especially when you got a fish on there and you get snagged up in somebody else's line. That's terrible. You gotta stop, man. It's tearing me up. Oh, I can't take that because that's funny and I can't laugh. All right, looks like Adventure America got a premiere coming up in about a half hour, so you guys make sure you check that out. Troy and Angela, they're always out checking something out cool, always on a road trip. I was going to see how bad this wind noise was on my phone. Of course, it's so windy, I probably won't be able to hear it because I'm on my phone and the wind's blowing in my ears. Man, that is still pretty bad with everything I got wrapped around that microphone. So I'm very sorry for all the wind noise, guys. I can't help it. I can't make the wind blow or not blow. I tried to protect the microphone all I can. If I could drive my truck down here, I'd just put it behind my truck. Ray, welcome in. Good to see you. So far, it's fish 100% and me not catching none of them. Ain't had a whole lot of action except for Mid-South. He's been going and going. You know how he is. Gonna catch a catfish soon again. Or again soon. Yeah, I got you. So we're going to go to a little bit after 6. I say that. I almost reported myself. What a dummy. I might stretch it out to 6:30. I don't know. But anyway, we're not catching no fish yet. Don't know why. We got the baits. We got water. We just don't have no fish on the lines. All right, man. Be good. Hope you catch some nice fish when you're out there. While you're fishing, but not in the storm. Now that right rod is moving, but it's just the wind, so don't get too excited. What time is it for me? It is 5:48. I'm in Missouri, so it's Central Standard Time. Have a good night. Ria, welcome back in. Luckily enough, we just have some clouds in the sky, the sun's bright, and the wind is blowing, and that is so awesome. I know it stinks for you guys because of all the wind noise. It's out. You gotta stop that. You get me choked up every dang time. Let's see. It's 1:49, so I'm gonna guess you're over in the UK area somewhere. See, I told you she was there somewhere. All right, well, it's 1:49 there. It's almost midnight there. So I'm not sure where you'd be at. Oh, Rhea, you don't want to give your phone number to Mid-South. He might actually call you or text you. He's a pretty good dude. He's always a blast. Matter of fact, Mid-South might just try to sell your phone number so he can get some money to buy some new fishing stuff. Baits around real quick. We'll give it a few more minutes. We got no bait again. Something's over there. It's got to be a turtle. So I've been watching them rods. They ain't moved. I was on that cut section. You always want to make sure when you're using a cut bait that you ain't got no scales on your hook. If you got scales on your hook, there's a good odds you're not going to hook that fish. We're going to move this too. I don't know why that cork's so high. We're going to move it down here where it holds that bait up off the bottom like that. I've got that other bluegill. I'll probably just save it till tomorrow when I go. I'm going to try that river. I'll at least go down there and see if it's flooded out. If it's not, I'm going to try to fish it, but I'll have that bluegill I can use for bait there. See if it does any good. Alright. Okay, Ray, thanks for popping in. Steak is well done. Everyone reconnected. Alright, we're back. Don't know what happened there. Population of 3 million. Well, that's awesome. 3 million. Be good. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for stopping in, Ray. Appreciate it. You guys check out Fish Head videos. He's always doing something cool. We'll have little fishing challenges with his boys and making stuff, cooking stuff. It's good content. Definitely family friendly stuff. That should be good. Thanks for coming in. All right, Ethan, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for the support, guys. So behind the scenes here, I'm going to kind of just get my stuff together. I'm not leaving yet, but I will be soon. Ryan, welcome in. So y'all just hang out here, chat, watch them rods for me. I've been watching the rods and something keeps taking the bait. I haven't seen the rods bend over nothing. But maybe you guys will see it. So if you do, set the hook for me. I'm gonna make sure I take these people's trash that they left behind and throw it in the trash can. It's not hard to do. It's really easy. Just takes a little bit of effort. And I tell you what, guys, I used to carry a tackle bag around, a tackle box. This, it's an Ozark Trail backpack. This thing's a lifesaver, man. I got a little bit of everything in here. I've got bass lures, I've got crappie lures, I've got trout magnets. I carry extra hooks and weights and stuff in the top. You could use the top for a cooler. It is insulated. But, man, it's handy. This thing has definitely been a game changer. So if you're tired of carrying a bag around or whatever, you can throw this thing on your back, man, and you're gone. It's just a nice backpack. You know, it's just food for thought. I'm not sponsored by Ozark Trail or Walmart or anybody like that. It's just something that I found to be really convenient and I like. So I thought I'd pass it along. I'd like to get some nice sponsors. That'd be awesome, but I don't have any. But it's okay. And to be honest, it's hard to get a sponsor when you don't really fish for like one in particular thing. Like Rod at Rod's Fishing Adventures, he does a lot of vertical jigging. So Brush Pile Jigs sponsors him because that he primarily jig fishes. So it's a good match. I crappie fish, I catfish, I bluegill fish, I trout fish. So I'm kind of like everywhere. Hey, thanks. I'll take it. I have a sponsor, guys. all over the place. I thought I said right on that left rod. It might be the wind. It kind of looked like it went forward instead of just dingling back and forth. That left rod's the rod that keeps coming up with the bait missing on it. It'd be nice to see both those rods bend over. It's kind of hard to tell on a bite with the wind out here like it is. Done everything I can to cover that microphone up. So I got 20 wonderful people in here. Thank you guys. 65 likes. Not bad for 2 hours. Y'all enjoy watching these rods like I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe. It does help. I really like to see these rods bend just one time, just bend over really good. I don't care if I catch the fish, I just want to see it do it. Just do it, do it. That's what Ray would say. Thank you, Rod. Just click on that link that Rod dropped and it'll take you to his channel. I got Anthony J all day dinging my phone. Here, fishy, fishy. You know, you got it. You know, I really need to leave the live stream, but I don't have to. I really should. But I'm hoping if I just give it just a few more minutes, just a few minutes, that something will bite. So I'm going to give it just a few more minutes. Besides, we still have 18 or 20 people in here. And I hate to leave a great stream with some great people in it. But like I said earlier, we're going to try to go live again tomorrow morning. And don't forget about Sunday Night Bites, 6 Central. We'll be doing the show with Stacy and I. Maybe try to con Rod into getting into it somehow. I don't know. He's probably going to tell me no. But maybe we can get him up on panel, just chilling out at his house or in his workshop. Hey, thanks, Steven. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support, man. You are all over the place. You're a great supporter of all the channels. All right, we'll give it 15 minutes. We'll do 6:20, and I'll have to call it because I told him I'd be there like 7:30. So I still got to go home and unpack and go over and do that. So 15 more minutes. So they'll put me at 2 hours and 25 minutes according to my timer here. Well, that sounds interesting. Stick a needle in a worm, pump it full of air, and toss it out. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's different. That's a different idea. Thanks. I'll keep that one in mind. I was from Pixel. So I kind of figured out, I'm kind of a junkie when it comes to numbers and figuring time frames and stuff. That rod on the left is getting a bite. That's not the wind. I'm really wanting to be at 4,000 watch hours by the end of August. So in order for me to do that, I have to have roughly 17 hours of watch time every day until then. So that means I'm going to be out here doing a lot of live streams. But really, my average live streams are about 30 hours. So I can maybe cut that in half and be done by, the middle of August. And that's all weather depending. Yeah, it does sound interesting. I would have never thought about doing that. Get my little light action rod put up, so I don't have to pull with it. And if you guys are curious what my little light action rod is, it's a 7-foot Shakespeare Micro Series, and I've just got a little loose reel on it. It's great for crappie and panfish, and it does cast really good. It's the LS75. Once again, that's made by Luz with the Shakespeare Micro Series rod. And I really like the 7-foot rod because it does get out some good distance. And I run 6-pound line on this. I could probably get by with 4-pound, but I run 6. And on my catfishing rods, I've got 30-pound line on those. It's overkill for here, but if I go to the Mississippi River to fish or something like that, it's a lot better line for that. And those are Berkley big game rods, takedown rod holders, and one of those is a big cat reel, and the other one's a Bass Pro Shop reel. I don't have a whole lot of money tied up in my rods, but you know, to fish, you don't have to spend a lot of money. If you're going after big fish, I'd spend the money. But for what I do, I don't see any reason that the stuff works just fine. Have a good day, Goldie. Thanks for popping in. What I do as far as light for when I fish at night, I've bought one of those 15 or 18-inch ring lights, and I actually just set it over my tripod, and it'll light my rods up really well, and I can change the colors on it so they're red or green or blue or whatever color I want them to be. So it works really well, especially if you're looking through a camera, because it's even that much brighter looking through your phone. Ooh, Nova Scotia, that's kind of cool. I've got a Mad Catz rod. It's pretty, and it sits in my corner because it's pretty, with an Okuma reel on it, and it stays in my corner because I spent way too much money on it because I wanted it, and I want it to stay pretty. I might bring it out here one day just to do it, but it's definitely way too much rod for where I'm fishing. I picked it up at the Catfish Conference a couple of years ago. I just had to have one. Hey, those ugly sticks are good. I know a lot of people that's had them and they swear by them. Some people say they're a little too flimsy. Some people say they're just right. But for catching tail like that, I think they'd be a really good rod. Got definitely good value for the money. I think the only reason why I really bought these Berkley big games is because the other two rods I have were like 11-foot rods, and they're too big, and these were $20 a piece at Walmart. So I just bought them at Walmart. And they do fine for fishing here. Of course, I bought those 11-foot rods to go over and fish on the Mississippi River, and well, I make it over there 2 or 3 times a year. I don't so much mind going out on the Mississippi if I have somebody with me, but I don't like to take my boat out on the Mississippi by myself. Now, like where Rod lives at, up on the Illinois River in the Mississippi there, I wouldn't mind. It's a totally different river up there because they got the dam, or the lock-in dams, so the water's a lot calmer than what it is, because I'm down river. I'm south of St. Louis. Rod's above St. Louis. Never fish for gorillas. I heard it. You guys gotta stop. Gotta stop. Hey, fly fishing's fun. All right, guys, we got like 5 minutes. Hopefully something will jump on the line. I know I said that 15 minutes ago, but I was trying to give him a chance. I like it here for sure. I would like to travel to the west coast of Canada. Fish there too. It's far away. I like to go fish the ocean too, but it's a good ways for me to go to anywhere. I'm looking at 16 hours probably any way I go to find an ocean. Now Rod, he can catch muskie. He's got muskie in that lake, but I don't know how big they are. I'm sure he's caught a few. I'm gonna let y'all chat. I'm gonna sit down here for a minute. Maybe if I sit down, these rods will bend over. Give those rods a couple of love taps. See if you can draw. Yeah. 32 wonderful people in here. Makes it kind of hard to want to leave alive when you got that many people in there and you're trying to get watch hours. Now, Rod ties a bunch of his. Well, hey, I appreciate you staying up there with us. I definitely do. All right, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and that's it. I really got to go after that. But make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. Hopefully I will get out here like I have planned. May only be for a couple hours, but I'm going to try a new spot. See even if I have service there. I don't even know if I'll have service. So I'll have to go there and set up first to find out. But in the spot I'm going, I know there's gar, there's smallmouth bass, there's crappie, there's bluegill, several other type of perch. So I'll be able to fish for a few different things besides for just catfish. So I'll probably have 2 catfish rods out, and I'll get my light action rod out and see what else I can catch. Hopefully we'll catch catfish. Lucas, welcome back. We got about 5 minutes, buddy, and we're going to call it a day. I got something I have to go do. I tell you what, I don't really know for sure what time yet. I've got to go to this place and even see if I have service. Because if I don't have service, I can't do the live. I'll have to go somewhere else. But I'm going to shoot for probably 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Fish and smurf. So fish and surf. Awesome. First time I thought it said fish and smurf. But I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's not what that says. So I apologize. I can't. I've got like 3 minutes and I absolutely have to go. All right, Pixel, thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping in. Have an awesome day or evening or night, whatever it might be. But thank you again for stopping in. If I didn't already tell somebody that I would help them, I would stay. But when I tell somebody something, I like to try to follow through with it. All right, Stephen Merchant, you have a great evening. Everybody else, we got 29 wonderful people in here. Man, I really hate to leave it alive. But I'm going to go ahead and start reeling these rods in. I'm sorry for all the wind noise we've had today. Maybe tomorrow will be a little bit better. And hopefully we'll catch fish tomorrow. So thank y'all for watching your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. I'm going to get these lines pulled in. Something might bite on it before we get in. Anthony J, be good. Rhea, thank you. Appreciate it. Everybody else, thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you forgot. No bait again. Same spot. It's got to be turtles down there queuing on it. Oh, fishing on credit. It don't do us a lot of good, but it happens. All right, guys, thanks again. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thanks, guys, for watching your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream.